Welcome you all in the virtual class lectures, and you know very well that we have been started the grammar. So, how important the direct indirect speech is, you come to know from this my last lecture. Because guys, total 4 or 5 lectures we have taken to get the understanding of direct and indirect speech. Because this question comes for more marks, that is up to 3 or 4 marks. So, don't leave the question. Okay. So, what we have completed? Let's revise the content. We have completed 1 to 7 rules. In that, we have learned about the tenses, what the changes taking place in the tenses, and the assertive sentence. Now, second also interrogative question. We have completed interrogative question. Interrogative question means what? Suppose the question is in interrogative form, it changes to declarative. Declarative means simple sentence. So these questions we have taken. Now we come to the new topic, that is commands and requests. If suppose commands and requests are given, then how to change these commands and requests, how to change these sentences. So let's see this. Though I have written over the board some rules for commands and requests. The rules are, there are only 2 rules in commands and requests. First is, the introductory word is changed to request, order, command, advice and some other word suiting the sense. Means what? Suppose the reporting verb. What is called reporting verb? You know very well. Reporting verb means that said to. This is called reporting verb. So suppose in the question reporting verb is there, then it changes to request, order, command, demand, advice. This type of reporting sentence verb you can change. Second rule is, the verb in the reported speech is put in the infinitive form. Infinitive means what? Whatever the verb you have given, we can use it with infinitive. Infinitive means to plus verb. Suppose play is the verb you have given, we can change it into to play. Means here in reported speech also we can't use that conjunction. Okay, in question also I taught you that suppose in WH questions we are not taking any conjunction there. In auxiliary, the question which starts with modal auxiliaries, we haven't taken, we can say that we haven't taken any conjunction there. Only whether and if we can take. And in assertive sentence, only that comes. But in commands and requests, again I repeat, in commands and requests, if the question starts with any command or request is given, then you can take the conjunction to there. What conjunction you can use? To. So, 1 second. Yes. These are the 2 rules. So, these 2 rules, let me give some examples, because with the help of examples we can get the better understanding. So, the examples I am going to write here only. First example is, suppose, first example they have written, I said to Krishna, please give me your book. I said to Krishna, please give me your book. Please give me your book. Okay? Let me write the question. We will solve it later. Second example is, leave this place, said the teacher to the boys. Leave this place, said the teacher to the boys. Okay. Next one is, he said to the magistrate, pardon me. He said to the magistrate, pardon me. Next is, the teacher said, work hard, Raman. The teacher said, these questions by using the infinitive to. So here, first question you are having that I said to Krishna, please give me your book. Here, please shows you request. Okay. So how you can change this word? So first I, it is same. Said to becomes requested. I requested Krishna. Now see what change I have made here. Said to I removed. The first rule is applicable here. That said means reported verb be changed to request. If order is there then ordered. If command is there then command. Advice is there advice. Suggestion is there suggested. So many such type of words you can take. So here please shows you the request. So you can write I requested Krishna. Then what the verb give is given. Okay. So remove that please. Write to give. See, I requested Krishna to give me her book. Complete. This is the changing of, we can say, Krishna you can consider boy or girl. Suppose some students have written his, it is also correct. I have supposed to be Krishna is a girl, so I have written her. You can write his also. If you are supposing Krishna is a boy, then write his. If you are supposing Krishna is a girl, then her you can take. Now see, what change I have made here? Said to changes to requested. Then remove that please. Verb give is there. Add to. That is infinitive. Second rule is applicable here. Infinitive means 2 plus verb. So here I have written to and verb is give. Only with infinitive means only with to you can take the V1 means first form of the verb. And I requested Krishna to give me his book. Me becomes his. Second question is, leave this place, said the teacher to the boys. Now here, the teacher is giving the order to the students. So the sentence becomes, the teacher ordered the boys to leave. See, the teacher ordered the boys to leave. This becomes that place. This is your answer. What change I have made? See, the teacher ordered. Whom the order the teacher is giving? To the boys. So you can shift that boys to here. The teacher ordered the boys. What order the teacher has given? To leave that place. This becomes that. Very easy. Are you getting right? Now the answer. He said to the magistrate, pardon me. Whenever we are talking with any, we can say that magistrate or judge or lawyer, then we can just request them. But for that, we can beg in front of them. Okay, getting students, beg. So you can take another verb here, beg. So I am taking here, he begged. He begged to whom? The magistrate. He begged the magistrate. He begged the magistrate to pardon him. This is your answer. Because here he is given. So you can take me means becomes him. So this type of changes you know very well that me becomes him, this becomes that, me becomes his. According to first person, second person in first to seventh rule, we have learned this very well. Now what you have to learn here is how I changing. See, I begged, he begged the magistrate to. I am using the conjunction to here. Where when the to conjunction comes, whenever the sentence are with commands and requests. At that time only you can take to is the conjunction there. You can't take that. So here he begged the magistrate to pardon him. Next question is, the teacher said, work hard Raman. So what the sentence become? The teacher is giving advice to Raman, isn't it? The teacher is giving advice. So we can write the teacher advised. Now see, to whom the teacher is giving the advice? To Raman. So I will write Raman. So the teacher advised Raman to work hard. To work hard. Complete. How easy? Are you getting, students? Let's take some more examples. First, guys, you have to write these rules. Then we will just continue the rules. What we can call exercise of or examples of commands and requests. Because this is very important while doing it in conversation form. Because in exam you will not get such type of questions. Conversation form questions you will get. So for that you have to be ready. Next question is, he said, "Be quiet and listen to me." Next question is, he said, "Be quiet and listen to me." This is the question you are having. Be quiet and listen to me. And indirect speech we will do later. Next example is, the commander said to his soldiers, "Stand at ease." The commander said to his soldiers, "Stand at ease." Now, see what changes we have to make here. Suppose you have given, first question is like this. He said, "Be quiet and listen to me." So the question is saying, he is urging. Whenever you are going, suppose you are going to give the speech in front of the audience. At that time, we are calling them, "Let me speak some 2 or 5 words in front of you. I will take your 2 minutes only." That type of urging we are doing in front of the audience. So we can't write request. Here you can take urged. He urged. You are GED. Urged. He is doing the urging to whom? Audience. You are supposed to take audience, to them. He urged them to be quiet and listen to me becomes him. To be quiet and listen to him. This is your question. Suppose next one is, the commander said to his soldier, "Stand at ease." So the commander is always giving the command. So you can write like this. The commander commanded. To whom he commanded? His soldiers. The commander commanded his soldiers to stand at ease. Complete. So here we have completed direct and direct speech of commands and requests. Okay, I hope you get this all the content. What you have to do? Watch my video, repeat it, write down all these questions, try to understand why the teacher has written to what slide changes the teacher has made, because by doing this you can't make the minor mistake that you are doing. Okay, and grammar part, you know, students, as you are doing the mistakes, then you will not get the marks. So here, parallelly I understand this sentence to you very nicely, because parallelly I said to you that, or taught to you that how to change these questions. Now the last topic of the indirect speech is remaining, and the topic is exclamation and vishesh. Okay, so first what we have to do, just pause my video and write down all these contents. The new topic we are going to teach, its name is exclamations and vishesh. This is the last topic of the direct indirect speech. Means rules. Now exercise is remaining. We will see later. Next exercise we will do, because I told you that these type of questions will not come in the exam, conversation based questions. So you have to be ready for that. Next heading is exclamations and vishesh. Next heading of indirect speech. Exclamations and vishesh. Okay. Now what is this? First we will write, only one rule is given exclamations and wishes. When reporting exclamations and wishes, the indirect speech is introduced by some verb. Introduced by some verb. Expressing exclamation or wish. Expressing some exclamations and or wish. Okay, now see, we have to take some example of it. First example they have given, he said, alas, I am under. Example is direct speech. He said, alas, exclamatory, I am under. I am under. This is the question, guys, you have given. First I will write the question, then we will give the understanding of it. Second is, answer we will write later. Second question is, Alice said, how clever I am. Alice said, how clever I am. Alice said, how clever I am. Next one is indirect. We will write here. Third question. He said, bravo, you have done well. Bravo, you have done well. Now, these are the questions, guys, and we have to change it into some exclamations and wishes. So here, suppose alas is expressing some grief or dukh, है ना, दुख बता रहा है, अरे, alas means अरे, so we can take sadly और with great sorrow, ऐसा भी तुम लोग लिख सकते हो. So suppose मुझे इसका एग्जाम्पल लिखना है, इसका आंसर लिखना है, तो मैं ऐसा लिखूंगी कि he said sadly. See what I have written. He said sadly that he was under. यानी उसने काम नहीं किया. तो see, you can write this sentence in another way also. He expressed sorrowfully. You can write this. He expressed with grief. वो भी तुम लोग लिख सकते हो. मैंने यहाँ पे सबसे इजी यूज किया है. He said sadly that he was under. Okay. Now the second question is, Alice exclaimed. Now see how clever I am. So these are the words automatically get from her mouth. So we can write exclaimed that. So Alice exclaimed that she was very clever. She was very clever. Now see, I have made these exclamatory to declarative. Declarative means simple form. मैंने ये क्वेश्चन जो तुमको exclamatory में दिया हुआ था, उसको मैंने क्या किया? Simple form मैंने declarative form में कर दिया. So Alice said, "How clever I am." So here Alice is just, we can say that suddenly she is expressing her thought. इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे किया exclaimed. Alice exclaimed that she was very clever. Now the second question is, he said, bravo, you have done well. So here bravo means शाबाशी देना है ना, applaud करना. तो हम लोग यहाँ पे लिखेंगे he applauded him. किसी को applaud किया ना उसने, you means someone else, जो भी होगा कोई दूसरा. तो he applauded him saying that, कैसा लिखेंगे देखो, he applauded him saying that had. Okay, he had done well. See students, what the change I have made here. He applauded him saying that he had done well. Correct. Answer is, he said bravo, you have done well. Actually here him is not given. Okay, यहाँ पे he नहीं दिया है. If you are taking her, यहाँ पे her लिया, तो यहाँ पे आपको she लेना पड़ेगा. Okay, you have to be very careful student, because whatever the he is saying to other, maybe that another person would be a boy or girl. So according to that you can choose the pronoun. So I have chosen him. So he applauded him saying that, क्या बोला? He had done well. Means these are the sentences of, we can say, exclamation. Okay, 1 second guys. So very means we can say that not often this type of sentences are coming, but few times these type of questions are coming in the exam. So you should be ready. So let's revise the topic. What we have learned? We have learned about direct and indirect speech. What is called direct? What is called indirect? That we have completed. First to 7 rules of the assertive sentence we have completed. Now we have also learned about questions or interrogatives, and we come to know from this that the questions or interrogative becomes the declarative while doing them into indirect speech. Second thing, and we have completed about which one it is? Commands and requests, and that is very new for us, because in commands and requests what conjunction we have used? To. Okay, and the last topic is exclamation and vishesh. In that what we have used? That comes, and suppose someone is expressing sorrow, then you can take sorrowfully, with grief. This type of taken, I have written sadly. Very easy. You can write this one also. Here Alice is suddenly expressing her thoughts. That is why I have written exclaimed. Here the person is giving appreciation to someone else. That is why I have written applauded. Means this type of question or this type of reported work or words you can use for suiting the sense. जैसे उसका मीनिंग है उसके अकॉर्डिंग तुम लोग सेंटेंस को मीनिंग करके ले सकते हैं. अभी ये दिस ऑल वीडियोस व्हाटएवर यू हैव सीन कॉमन फॉर ऑल द स्टैंडर्ड. अभी आगे के जो वीडियोस होंगे वो अलग अलग स्टैंडर्ड के लिए अलग अलग होंगे, बिकॉज विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस व्हाटएवर वी हैव लर्न, वी हैव टू सॉल्व योर टेक्सचुअल एक्सरसाइज, बिकॉज इन योर एग्जाम ओनली द टेक्सचुअल ग्रामर और टेक्सचुअल कन्वर्सेशन विल कम. So this section means this conversation or exercise standard wise I will give one lecture for that for standard 9th, 1, 10th, 1, 11th, 12th, one lecture I will allot, and you will learn in that with the help of these rules. If your fundamental is clear about direct and indirect speech, then it is very easy for you to solve the exercise. So in next lecture we will learn or we will take some exercise according to your textbook whatever it is given. Till then, bye guys.